gentlemen, friends from all corners of the internet, my name is Gorilla Matt, and we are jumping into week 4 of the NFL 2022 season predictions now. I didn't do that fast enough. We're going to have to work on that. We're going to have to work on that for next week. Hello, hi, welcome everybody. My name is Gorilla Matt. Wow. I know I'm pasty white, but god damn, I look like a damn Casper the Ghost. Let's fix this, shall we? Yep, that turns it off. That didn't really even help either. God damn, we're going to have to work. You know what? This is going to bug me. We're going to fix this lighting. Hold on a second. Not sure if this is going to be any better, but this is what we're going to roll with. This is what we're going to roll with, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go face cam here real quick. Let's see. And all right, that's a little bit better. Hello, everybody. My name is Gorilla Matt. Thank you so much for tuning in. Whether you're watching on Twitch right now, live at twitch.tv/Gorilla Matt, or if you're watching this once I export it over to the YouTube channel, Gorilla Matt TV, I appreciate you. If you're watching this live on Twitch right now, please consider dropping a follow. It's free. If you're watching this on YouTube, please consider dropping a sub. It's free over there as well. It's weird that it's subs on Twitch cost money, subs on YouTube don't cost money. It's a weird thing. Cheesehead Games in the house. What's up, dude? All right, well, listen, hey, before we jump into this week's predictions, I'm going to try to keep this stream short and sweet because I am hungry and it's dinner time and I need to go make dinner. But I was like, oh, the game's about to start, so I need to do this prediction thing like now. Yeah, I sucked last week too. Like, I am just not getting these games right. Are the Jaguars a team? Because they killed the Chargers last week, and then they killed Indy the week before. What is the NFL? Like, you know, what is the NFL? Because a lot of things are just not making sense to me right now. But with that being said, let's jump into week 4 so we can keep this short, sweet, and to the point. Next stream will probably be Saturday. We'll try to do a long stream Saturday if time permits. So let's jump into this thing, shall we? All right, so we're starting off tonight. Week 4 kicks off with the Miami Dolphins traveling to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals. Look, okay, my friend Gino was like, the Dolphins are beating the Bills. The Dolphins beating the Bills. The Bills are without their safeties. Their secondary's hurt. And I'm like, whatever, it's Josh Allen. Statistically, the Dolphins should not have won last week. I really liked, I think, Wyatt's World or something like that. Wyatt World. He's on TikTok. I think he also streams on Twitch. I'm not sure what his Twitch name is. We'll find it and we'll post him and give him a little shout out because I really like his content on TikTok. But he made a TikTok and it was like, the Dolphins didn't beat the Bills. The Dolphins survived the Bills. And I firmly believe that. I still think the Bills are the #1 team in the AFC. I don't care if on the standings they're not #1. I still think Buffalo is #1 in the AFC. Sorry. I love Buffalo. I think Buffalo is the team to beat in the AFC. And I think the Chiefs are right up there too, but the Chiefs losing to the Colts, who just got blown out by the Jaguars. It's the NFL season is upon us. We're now 4 weeks in, 3 weeks in, starting our 4th, and I just don't know what's going on. And I love it. Let's jump into this. Let me open up my phone, my notes tab, so we can keep track of our week 4 predictions. Dolphins at Bengals tonight. I'm going Bengals. I know, everyone's high on the Dolphins. Everyone thinks the Dolphins are just going to waltz into Cincinnati and win. Tua's a great quarterback. Don't get me wrong. I think you have to be great to play in the NFL. Now, as far as the NFL spectrum goes, where do I rank Tua on there? I'd probably rank Tua lower than a lot of people, and that's no disrespect to Tua. It's more so that I don't know too much about Tua. And that's probably unfair to Tua. I acknowledge that. But I know Joe Burrow, and I really like Joe Burrow. I like this Bengals team a little bit more than I like the Dolphins team. But Matt, the Bengals are 1-2. The Dolphins are 3-0. I know. Listen, Linda, listen. I get it. The Dolphins are. I don't hate the Dolphins. I'm gonna have Miami fans in my DMs just like, what the f are you talking about? But listen, Look, their comeback against the Ravens, was that impressive or was that just a complete pooping the bed at the end of the game by the Ravens? Who knows? Them surviving the Buffalo Bills. The Dolphins could very easily be a 1-2 team as well. And the Bengals, I'm just going with the Bengals. I'm not going to talk about this anymore. I'm going Bengals here. Next, you have the Vikings at the Saints. Listen. Man. Detroit. We'll get to Detroit. Detroit had a chance to beat the Vikings, and it would have been glorious. What it do, baby? You know what? When I told you to the missus who's in chat saying, what it do, baby? When I was like, hey, I'm going to go stream real quick my predictions, I was like, you should come into chat. Make sure you tune in and say, what it do, baby? And that's exactly what she did. So, love, just hearts to the wife. Shout out to the wife. Go Saints, says Cheesehead Games. Yeah, man, I want the Saints to win too. But I don't know how I feel about the Saints, man. The Saints have potential, and I think the Saints are one of those teams that could surprise a lot of people this season because they've got weapons on offense. They've got a defense, but enough said, right? Enough said. Listen, I hate predicting the Vikings to win, but I predict the Vikings to win here. I predict the Vikings to win. I really hope my Saints fans that are going to the game on Sunday just bring it and are so loud. I want the Vikings to lose. I don't think they do. Next, you got the Browns at Falcons. I'm going Browns, and it pains me to say that because I'm kind of over the Browns in a lot of ways, and I hate saying that because a few years ago, I was really high on the Browns. You know what? I'm like, they're coming together. I love what they're doing. I love Myles Garrett. I like Baker Mayfield. I just don't. Burrow and Tua shootout tonight. High scoring game. Boggs TV, I wouldn't disagree. I think it's going to be a good game. I really do think it's a good game. I do think the Bengals get the win. Watch Miami just obliterate the Bengals, though. Watch the Bengals offensive line that we thought came back to life I shouldn't say come back to life because they were never alive. But the offensive line that kind of gave Joe Burrow some time last week, watch them just collapse this week, and Miami just feasts. Oh my god, I'm not changing my mind when I pick a team. That's the team I'm picking. But yeah, I expect a shootout tonight. I like Burrow a lot. But yeah, Browns. I think the Browns beat the Falcons, and I don't know. It's the Browns. Browns will be the Browns. Bills at Ravens. I'm going Bills. My sister would probably hate me saying that. And look, and I know I said Bills super fast. I'm so high on the Bills right now, okay? I think the Bills are the team to beat in the AFC. I've said it a few times now. I think I say it every week. I'm really high on the Bills. Brissett was unreal last week, though. He was. And see, that's what I kind of hope. I hope Jacoby just kills it. And then Deshaun Watson, I have my opinions on Deshaun Watson and the Browns. But Jacoby Brissett balled last week. There is no denying that. I completely agree. And I would love to see... I will be happy for the Browns if Jacoby Brissett just continues the ball out and prevents Deshaun from getting the job. And Njoku was a beast. Njoku is on one of my fantasy teams, and yes, he was a beast. Killed it for me, says Boggs TV. The Ravens, look, Lamar is playing at an unbelievable level right now, and I wouldn't count Lamar Jackson out. I think the Ravens obviously have the potential to win this game. They're playing in Baltimore too. We'll see how the Buffalo Bills bounce back. I expect the Bills to bounce back. I think Josh Allen knows how special his team is right now and the opportunity that this team has to go on a run. And I think every year the Bills have gotten progressively better. I'm going Bills, and my sister Allie would be like, "What?" But yes, I think the Bills. But I think the Ravens will put up a big fight. I think honestly, of the 12 o'clock games, this is the best one. I think this is the best matchup we have for the noon games. This right here. And I really hope it's broadcast where I'm at. But if I had to take a guess, it's probably going to be this game that's going to be broadcast because I'm in Chicago. And that's just unfortunate. But we'll be having Red Zone on, and we'll keep a close eye on that. Next, you have the Commanders at Cowboys. Hey, Cowboys not looking too bad. I hate saying that because as I think any fan of football, there's a few teams in the NFL where you're just like, shut up. I don't care. And I know my team is probably one of them, the Green Bay Packers. No one cares about the Green Bay Packers outside of Green Bay. Like, let's just be real. I acknowledge that. But how about them Cowboys? You know what I'm saying? I think Cowboys win this. I think Dallas wins. We'll see what happens. Next, you got Seahawks at Lions. Listen, Lions. We're going face cam for this one. We're going face cam for this one because I need to talk to my Detroit Lions fans. I need to talk to your soul. Listen, Detroit, you had one job last week, one fucking job, and that was to beat the Minnesota Vikings. And what did you do? You took a demanding lead to start the game off. You guys looked unstoppable. I was like, yes, Minnesota is getting their ass kicked. And then Detroit does what Detroit does. And they just lost the game. Detroit. One job. One job, Detroit. Get the win this week, Detroit. Get to 500. I think you can beat the Seahawks. I'm not very high on the Seahawks team. I'm just not. Their win against Denver, like a lot of us were like, oh, well, that's huge because we all thought Denver was just going to be this powerhouse. And don't let the Denver Broncos record make it look like they're better than what they are. I think the Broncos are not that good. They are clearly still kind of figuring things out, and that's okay. It's really early in the season. Lots of football left, but I don't think the Broncos are as good as people prior to this season kicking off thought they are. Like, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm going Lions here. Lions do not disappoint me. Get the win, beat Seattle, and let's move on to week 5. Live seed. All right, listen. Chargers, Texans. Chargers. Listen, I know Herbert's hurt. The Chargers are the other team in the AFC that I'm really high on. I really like this Chargers team. Obviously, Joey Bosa going down for I don't know how long Joey Bosa is going to be out is a huge hit to that defense. But you still have playmakers on that defense. Obviously, Herbert being hurt, that sucks. Also, LA, why did you keep Herbert in that game as long as you did last week? Listen, I've never played a snap of football in my entire life. Not even like youth football. I will admit, there's probably a lot of shit that I'm ignorant to and I don't know anything about. But if you're losing that bad to the Jaguars, maybe just cut your losses and take Herbert out of the game. Especially since he's already hurt. Whatever. Chargers, I'm taking the Chargers over the Texans. Taking the Chargers. Let me put that in my phone. For those of you who don't know, when I'm looking down at my phone, I'm just putting the names of the teams I think are going to win. So that way I can keep track of my picks. Because it took me a while last year when I was doing this to do something like that. And then I'd have to go back into my previous week's video and like go through my video and listen to who I predicted to win. And listen, I do these videos. I don't need to watch it again. Like, I know what I said until I forget what I said, and then I have to go back. I don't want to do that. I just want to be able to look at my phone and then, oh, this game's over. Who won that one? Okay, I'll put a W. So that's what I do when I look down at my phone. Titans at Colts. Colts are obviously coming off of a big win against the Kansas City Chiefs. They're playing at home. This is a toss-up for me. This is a toss-up. I don't know who's going to win this one. I'm going to go Colts. I'm going to go Colts. Just because I like the Colts team more than I like the Tennessee Titans team. And listen, the Titans have some guys on that team, but yeah. Has Derrick Henry really had like a breakout game yet this season? I don't really think so. I think right now the best running back in the NFL is Nick Chubb. And I think Cordero Patterson's in like the top 3 rushing yards for the season. Cordero Patterson, like, good for him. But like, who would have suspected that? You know? Next got Bears at Giants. Wait, isn't there a London game this week? There is. This is the London game. The Vikings and Saints are playing in London, and I completely skipped over that. Yeah, go Saints. Anyway, Vikings are going to win, but I hope the Saints win. Anyway, going back down to the Chicago and New York game. Obviously, the Giants lost last week to the Cowboys. I have no idea with this game. There are some teams I'm just like, I'm gonna go Giants here. Watch the Bears win. I'm gonna go Giants. I think the Giants win. I don't know. I'm going Giants. I'm moving past Eagles, Jaguars. So hey, the Jaguars are actually kind of a team right now. The Jaguars are kind of a team right now. Obviously, the Eagles are killing it. I think it's gonna be a good game. Like a really good game. You know what? Honestly, this is still, I think, going to be the best matchup at the 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock hour. I think this is going to be number 2. Got Doug Peterson going back to Philly. Man, that really is. We got 2 really good matchups. This is tough. I'm going to go Eagles here, but I think the Jaguars keep it a really close game. I'm going to go Eagles. But I could see a Jaguars upset. I could. The Eagles, hey, until the Eagles prove me wrong, I'm going to go with the Eagles because I think the Eagles, you got the Bills in the AFC, and then really you got the Eagles in the NFC, I think, as the 2 I think as of right, if the season were to end right now, I think would make it to the Super Bowl. I don't know. And it's super early. I know. It's week 4. Matt, what are you talking about? I know. A lot can happen. But that's what I'm saying. Next got Jets, Steelers. Hey, Steelers better get it together. I'm going to go Steelers here mainly because I believe in Mike Tomlin. I know TJ Watt being out is such a hit to that defense, and that Steelers defense without TJ Watt obviously is hurting. But I trust Mike Tomlin. I trust that he's going to put his guys in the best position to win. I think he's going to motivate those guys. I like Mike Tomlin. I think Robert Saleh is a great dude too. He was obviously a killer defensive coordinator out in San Francisco, and the Jets are obviously still kind of rebuilding. But Joe Flacco's been playing really well. I think the Jets put up a fight, especially against this kind of weakened Steelers team, but I'm going Steelers to get the win. And I think it's a nice little bounce back game for them. Next, you have the Cardinals at the Panthers. Is anything Call of Duty related out recently? I think the beta came out. I don't know what to think about this Cardinals team. Just like I don't know really how to think about this Panthers team. I'm going to go Cardinals just because I like some of the guys on Arizona a little bit more. Excuse me. Other Carolina. So I'm gonna go Cardinals. But I'd love to see Baker Mayfield and the boys kind of get to 500. I think it'd be huge. I think it'd be huge for Carolina to get to 500, especially in that division, because the Panthers have a chance here. So if you let's take a peek at this. So you have the Panthers 1-2, Bucks at 2-1. You've got the Falcons at 1-2, and you got the Saints at 1-2. I think the Vikings are going to win. I think the Browns are going to win. And the Chiefs could very well beat the Bucks. So if the Panthers can get this win over Arizona, they're tied for first with the Bucks in the NFC South. And I know it's only week 4. Like, I get it. There's a lot of season left. But, hey, that's not bad pacing for the season if you're tied with Tom Brady's Bucks. And I know the Bucks aren't fully healthy, but, like, come on now. This would be a huge game for Carolina if they can sneak a win here and then become huge Kansas City Chiefs fans. This would be big. I'm going with Arizona because I think Arizona will get it, but Carolina's got a great opportunity on their hands. So let's not forget about that. Patriots are traveling to the Packers this weekend. That's easy. That'll be the Packers. Hey, listen. Packers defense is legit. I've been saying it all offseason, and I think the Packers defense is only going to get better. Obviously, we kind of pooped the bed in week 1 against the Vikings. But our special teams is competent. Hey, we have the special teams player of the week in the NFC this week with Pat O'Donnell. I think that's his last name. I feel like a bad Packer fan because I can't remember his last name. But our punter was the NFC Special Teams Player of the Week. We have a competent special team. That's all we need. That's all we need is a competent special teams. Our defense is only going to get better. I love our defense. And our offense is slowly figuring things out. I loved that Romeo Doubs was the offensive rookie of the week. He had a hell of a game. 8 catches for, I think, like 70-plus yards and a touchdown. He took advantage of the opportunity he had, you know? Christian Watson was out. Sammy Watkins is out. And he was our number 1 receiver last week. Yeah. I need to get a Doubs jersey. I get paid next week, and I might be purchasing a Doubs jersey next week. I mean, I could probably buy it now, but probably not the most responsible thing to do with my money. The wife's birthday is tomorrow. We got to spend some money tomorrow. Whining and dining her, you know? Can't be buying jerseys yet. Unless we got her a Packer jersey for her birthday, and then she tells me, oh, I'm not a Packer fan, I'm a Bears fan. And then I go, oh, I guess I'll have it for you. That's 200 IQ there, folks. I saw somewhere that our wide receivers lead the league in yards after the catch. I believe it. That's awesome, Cheesehead Games. If that's true, I'll have to look into that. I'm going Packers here, and I think that's easy. I don't... This obviously it's Bill Belichick, and you don't want to ever go against Bill Belichick. He's brilliant. I don't think the Patriots have the talent to compete with the Packers. And if that comes and bites me in the ass, you guys have the receipts. Come back here and throw this at my face. Too bad it doesn't count because there are no first-round receivers playing right now. Yeah, right? Broncos at Raiders. Listen. Do I think the Broncos are a good 2-1 team? No. Do I think the Raiders should be 0-3? I'm surprised. This is a game I have no idea. I think this had the potential preseason to be like a really good matchup. I'm not sure how I feel about this. The Raiders are due, says Boggs TV, and I am inclined to agree. Devontae Adams just came out and said he's frustrated that the team's not winning. I think the Raiders are due, Boggs, and that's why I'm going with the Raiders because I do think they're overdue for a win. And they need this win too. Like if the Raiders start 0-4, do you think Josh McDaniels is out before do you think he's going to be out as the Raiders head coach before the season's over? I think your team starts 0-4 and the Raiders team, here's the interesting thing. The Raiders team on paper didn't get worse this offseason. They got better. You add Chandler Jones, you add Devontae Adams. The Raiders, I don't think anyone really thought the Raiders were going to take the AFC West. I think that the Chiefs and Chargers are on top of the AFC West. I think people were too high on the Broncos, and I thought that all offseason. I think Russell Wilson's great, but I just think the Chiefs and Chargers are better teams. But whatever. Big win needed for the Raiders, and I think the Raiders get the win. And if they don't, I think things are going to get really loud in Las Vegas. Next, you got the Chiefs and Bucks. 2 teams that lost last week. I'm going Chiefs. And look. I know they're playing as of right now, they're playing in Tampa, which just blows my mind with the hurricane. But as of right now, they're playing in Tampa, last I heard. I like this Chiefs team a little bit more than I like the Bucks team. And I think Patrick Mahomes too wants just as part of his legacy, I think he wants to beat Brady again. And this might be one of the last times that he gets to play Brady. And so I think Patrick Mahomes is going to want to get this win. I'm going with the Chiefs. And then we are finishing week 4 with our Monday night game. We got the Rams at the 49ers. I'm going Rams. Going Rams. The Niners looked awful last week. I'm saying that. The Niners looked awful. I was too high on the Niners, I think. But those are my picks. We're going to run through these real quick, and then we're going to end stream. I wish I could stream longer, but I am hungry. It is dinner time. I wanted to get this done before kickoff, and I think kickoff here starts soon. Yeah, in 10 minutes or so. From NBC Sports, the Packers are first in yards after the catch. Cardinals are second, and the Chargers are 3. Nice. Thank you, Cheesehead Games. I appreciate you for looking into that for me. All right, here's our week 4 winners. We got the Bengals, Vikings, Browns, Bills, Cowboys, Lions, Chargers, Colts, Giants, Eagles. Oh, wait. It'd probably help if I was here. We'll start over. We'll start over. We got Bengals, Vikings, Browns, Bills, Cowboys, Lions, Chargers, Colts, Giants, Eagles, Steelers, Cardinals, Packers, Raiders, Chiefs, and Rams. That's it. Those are your winners. I'm a psychic. I'm 100% on the season. So have yourselves a great rest of your week. Enjoy the game tonight. We'll see you guys hopefully Saturday for a nice long day or evening of streaming. Depends on when I have some free time. Until then, take care. Be safe. That's all I got. Why are you still here? Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel GorillaMatt TV and follow GorillaMatt's Twitch, twitch.tv/GorillaMatt. Thank you so much for watching this week 4 prediction live stream of the 2022 NFL season. We will see you guys next time. And then next time will hopefully be Saturday. If not, we'll see you when we see you. Now I'm just rambling. Thank you so much for watching. If you're a millionaire watching this right now, billionaire watching this right now, and you're like, what is this? What am I watching? What you need to do is go to that little donate button or gift a sub button and just drop bags of cash. That'd be nice. That would be nice. Your boy's got bills to pay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is GorillaMatt. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time. Peace. See that? That is a fail, CVAC. God damn it, CVAC. I love you guys.